Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am super excited. I want to do the influencer slash celebrity brand tag that was going around. I think Smoky Glow and a friend of hers started it. I cannot remember her name off the top of my head, but I will make sure to leave their information down below so you can check them out. But I listened to their tag and I was like, girl, I have opinions. So I am so excited to be doing this tag here with you today. If that sounds like something you're interested in, stick with me. We're going to get into it right now. If I could just avoid throwing everything on the floor, that would be great. Okay, so the first question is, what are your general thoughts on celeb and influencer beauty brands? The mess on my desk has no respect for me right now. So my thoughts are that I tend to hold those brands to a higher standard than just a traditional makeup brand, because a makeup brand traditionally is just like an Urban Decay or Too Faced or NYX, ELF, whoever. They only have one purpose, and their purpose is to create beauty products. So I can naturally understand their drive for releasing beauty products, right? Because that's their whole like business strategy, their whole purpose for existence. Celebrities and influencers and things like that, their original purpose is not creating makeup. Their original purpose is something else, whether it be acting, singing, creating reviews on beauty products for influencers, that kind of thing. So when they come out with a beauty brand, I have to step back and think like, does this person have an innate love or an innate passion for beauty that explains why they're doing this? Or does it feel more like a cash grab because they're thinking, hey, I'm famous and there's money to be made in makeup? So I tend to hold those brands to a higher standard for that reason. I also try to avoid making snap judgments about the quality of a brand based on the type of celebrity that they are. So even though I have enjoyed a lot of Rihanna's music, do I think that her brand is infallible? No. And I've enjoyed tons of Lady Gaga's music, but do I think that her brand is capable of putting out a good product? Not sure yet. So the next question is the brand that gives off the most cash grab vibes. And I had a couple of different answers for this, so I'll say for the sort of celebrity side of things, JLo Beauty, Go-Go Skincare by Carmen Electra, which you may not even remember, Baby Fat Beauty by Morley Simmons, and as far as beauty influencers, I would say Kylie Cosmetics, Rare Beauty, Dragon Beauty, Wayne Goss, and Laura Lee Los Angeles, as well as whatever James Charles is planning to put out. And the reason I say that is, I'll start with Wayne Goss. So Wayne Goss, very, very talented, very, very informative. His channel is very helpful, and so I think his advice is worth listening to. But the products that he's put out are so high-end, high price that I feel uncomfortable with the price point for what you're getting. And the fact that he's already come out and said for all of his eyeshadow palettes he's going to include a matte black no matter what, it feels so redundant then to consider purchasing more than one of his products. The lip glosses, lipsticks, and everything like that, I think, like I said, they're really pretty, but how does it set itself apart from other brands that are doing similar shades? I'm not sure. And because everything kind of mixed reviews from like smaller influencers, I don't feel comfortable with the price point for what you're getting. For some of these other ones, I think just, the packaging doesn't look great. For Rare Beauty, I know everybody's going to be all up in arms about that because Selena stans are like hardcore. But I just, for what you're getting, I don't think the price point is valid. So it feels very cash grabby to me because I think the prices are overinflated, if that makes sense. Okay, the brand that you own the most products from. Easily Lunar Beauty. If you've seen some of my previous videos, I talk about how I accidentally got shipped the Strawberry Dreams palette and they let me keep it. I have the Moonspell palette. I have the new release Eternal Eclipse. I have their blush palette. So I have a lot of different things from Lunar Beauty. And oh, and a bunch of their lip glosses and some of the liquid lips. I think I have almost all of those. So yeah, I have a good amount of their stuff, and I've been very happy with the quality. Brand that you haven't tried but still want to. I think for like the celebrity side of things, the Halsey About Face products look kind of interesting. Again, I think the prices are a little high for what you're getting, so I want to see some reviews first to see if the prices are justified or not. But the products do really intrigue me, so I'm keeping an eye on things. And then for influencers, I want to try Trixie Beauty, and I want to try Pop Lux's highlighters, but they've been out of stock for like a million years. So I'm hoping at some point those come back in stock so I can give them a try. Brand you would be more willing to try if its owner wasn't so problematic. So for this one, I said the Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics line, because the highlighter palettes that she came out with looked really, really pretty. Like, inarguably, they looked really pretty. And I saw swatches of them, and I was like, wow. But after the whole lipstick debacle, I was not going to spend my coin on anything from that brand. So that would be one thing that I would think about. And the other thing would be P. Louise, which has a lot of like grungy rainbow mattes. And I just thought those looked so, so pretty, especially sitting next to one another in the pans. But since P. Louise had that whole issue with saying the N-word, I don't really feel comfortable shopping from her brand. Brand with the most controversial launch. I would say probably Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics for the whole lipstick gate thing, but I think also Jeffree Star for his Orgy palette, and then also the Cremation palette, just because like his audience is so young and clearly he doesn't like read the room releasing a cremated palette in the middle of a pandemic. The next question is brands that wouldn't have seen such success if it hadn't been for a famous face behind it. The first one that I had is Dragon Beauty, and I feel like it's because the makeup from that brand looks like it came from Five Below. Like, it just looks very cheap. The way that it's packaged, the way that it's pressed, it just looks very cheap to me. So that is one. And then the other one I wrote down, this is a little controversial since I haven't like tried anything from the brand yet, but Auric just looks very expensive for what it is. And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that. This is all my personal opinion, so keep that in mind. So for me, that brand just, I think if anybody else had released that, like just a random company had come out and been like, we're called XYZ Beauty and we released this 7 illuminating foundation-y cream things and 3 eyeshadows, I don't think anybody would be talking about it as much as they are because Samantha Ravindal's face is on it, if that makes sense. Alright. The next question is a brand that doesn't rely on its owner for success. I wrote down House Labs because it's not successful at all. In all seriousness though, I would say M Cosmetics, because I think the brand appeal is there even if you don't know Michelle Phan or the fact that she was previously an influencer. Goop Beauty is another one, which is owned by Gwyneth Paltrow. Flower Beauty by Drew Barrymore. And then I would say also KVD Vegan Beauty, because they can't anymore, obviously, since Kat Von D is so problematic. 9. Brand that surprisingly doesn't align with its owner's persona or aesthetic. House Labs, I think, is the easiest answer for this question because Lady Gaga is known for being so like wild and interesting, and her brand is just the opposite of that. So that's one for sure. And then I would say Kesha's brand, which was sort of like this pseudo brand slash collab thing that she did with Hip Dot, where she released a palette, but I think she was trying to do a whole beauty brand. I'm really not sure where that whole process is at, but the palette was like very jumbled, very weird, and it didn't get good reviews, and so I just think that that was kind of a weird misstep for her. Number 10, a brand that deserves more hype. Really? I wrote that down? I wrote Lunar Beauty. I feel like I hyped them a ton, so maybe from other people it needs more hype, but I feel like I do a pretty good job hyping them up. And then the next question is brand that doesn't live up to the hype. And again, I would say those same brands we talked about earlier, Rare Beauty, Kylie, and Wayne Goss. I just don't think that what you're getting is justified by the price tag, and that's my own personal opinion. Everybody has their own personal opinions, so you are welcome to your own, but for me, where I want to spend my money, I want to have, you know, more color, more variety, more impact, more vibrancy, and I just don't see those things from those brands. They're not my aesthetic, so I don't feel like they're worth the money. And okay, the last question is, who is one celebrity or influencer you'd love to see come out with their own beauty brand in the future? So I have two answers for this, and I don't know that either of them necessarily needs to come out with their whole beauty brand, but I would love to see them do like a huge collection with somebody, so not just like one item, and that would be Beauty Bean and Angelica Beanfist. Both of them have such like fun, colorful, vibrant styles. They have very sweet personalities, at least, you know, through YouTube. I don't know them personally. But I think they would genuinely put a lot of heart and soul into an entire collection, and I think that they are knowledgeable enough to create a cohesive and inclusive color story for whatever products they put out, whether they were face products, eye products, lip products, that kind of thing. So I would love to see something from them, even if it's not a like a whole makeup brand. I think the idea of them doing like a nice big collab would be awesome. So those are my answers. I am definitely interested to hear what you guys think down in the comments below, so please feel free to leave your thoughts down there. Remember that this is all just in good fun, and that, you know, our answers don't have to be the same, and that's totally okay. That's why there's different brands with different aesthetics, so that we can shop from the places we're interested in and pass over the places we're not so interested in. So please feel free to leave friendly but respectful comments down in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe before you go, and I'm going to catch you in my next video. Bye!